Yo guys, what's going on? Acez is here today with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys the best rat spots on Factory. Do me a favor though, before we hop into the raid, make sure you're dropping a like on this video, and of course, make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel. Let's hop in. Alright man, I want to start the video by saying that pretty much anywhere in the ceiling is going to be a good rat spot, and the main reason for this is basically because of the lighting on Factory. If you are just sitting crouched in a corner up in the ceiling somewhere, you're going to get the first shot. You just are. If you're not making any noise, if you're not moving around, waving your weapon around, no lasers, no flashlights, no tracers, none of that. If you're just sitting there waiting for an innocent Timmy to kill, the ceiling will be your friend. So all of the rafters, everything, even the second levels, like right here, this is all good quality rat shit, and it'll get the job done. So let's start right here. So first you want to get on this forklift right here. We are in the expansion area, and we're going to be jumping on these boxes. Alright, so we're up here on the boxes. This is one of those areas where if you are right against the edge here, nobody's going to expect you here. I mean, nobody looks here. This is not a common spot. I've never seen another PMC use this spot except for myself. The reason I really like this spot is because not only can you see pretty much anybody coming from over here, you have a clear line of sight on the underground entrance, you have a clear line of sight to this entrance, and you cannot get shot from the right, from right here, from the suicide rooms. And honestly, man, this is such an underrated spot because of just that alone. Not having to worry about this right peak right here and just being able to rely on having a headset on, rely on your hearing, allows you to really rat out the rest of the map. If you hit your first couple shots, you're probably winning a gunfight up in this location. Alright, the next one's going to be on top of med tents, and I like this one a lot because it allows you to play this spawn really, really well. So sometimes you will spawn right here, and when you do not just like try and run at this angle. You don't have to. You can just use a nice rat spot being on top of med tents. All you have to do is hop on this pipe, and you just run right up the pipe right here, and boom. Look at this angle you have. You have an angle pre-aiming both spawns over here if they decide to push forklift. If they decide to go up top, you have an angle for that. And if this spawn hits, you have an angle for that. You gotta remember, you're spawning right in this area. It takes you about 5 seconds to run to the hole in the fence. One jump, that's all it takes. Then you run right up the pipe. There's no other jumping, and you're already pre-aiming an angle. Yes, you are completely exposed up here, but at the same time, you have a really good line of sight, and it had to be included in this video. Alright, so this next one you can kind of do a lot with, so you can do whatever you want with it, but we are right in the center of the factory. Offices are here. We are up in the rafters. Basically, you can jump on any of these in the middle here. You can get on this right here. You can get on these beams. You can get on any of these things. So, like, just for example, you can hop down here, and then you can kind of crouch under here, prone under here, and you know, this is a perfect line of sight for suicide window. It's really ratty. Not a lot of people really look up here at all because it's not somewhere people go. I mean, you have to go up in the rafters, run across, and you have to take cover up here. It's not something you're going to be able to do too much, but when you can, it is available to you. So just sprint jump over there. I think it's like 4 HP of damage that you take. This isn't nearly as good as up here, in my opinion. You just don't have as many sight lines. But, you know, if you know somebody's coming, you know, around the corner, sitting up here is a lot better than pre-aiming at head level. So, you know, just another rat spot. Alright, I'm going to show you guys one of my personal favorite rat spots here on Factory. We are on gate 0 side. And we are going to head up here. And the reason I really like up here is because you can literally see right into the extract. You cannot see the door, so you can't just one-tap somebody unlocking the door. You know, it's close, don't get me wrong, but you simply can't do it. You can kind of see the door. If you have a scope here, you could probably hit some stomachs or thoraxes, but you're not going to be able to kill the person off of the door just from here. But up here is so broken because when scavs come around out here, they'll come from here, they'll come down here. Whenever the scavs come out, they just don't aim lock you correctly. They will aim for your thorax, and then it ends up hitting right here on the metal, and it doesn't pen the metal. So you can kind of get some easy scav kills from 25 meters or more if that's like a daily. Like over here is over 25 meters. And then at the same time, you can just get some easy kills by being up here in this little hut, man. Not a lot of people are going to expect you up here. And it's just pretty decent. All right, this next one is for when you want to camp gate 0. You sit up here in the rafters in this corner. You can't get killed from either floor of office except for the low floors. So floor 2 and floor 3, which will be about right there and right there. You're not going to be able to get killed from there, so you have to watch basically right here, this lane and this lane. Anybody coming from behind, it really is irrelevant at that point. As long as you have some headphones, some decent ones, that you can hear footsteps under you. I know verticality audio is a little weird, so hopefully you still are able to hear everything, but you certainly will hear the key. So once you hear the key, you have to pop a painkiller. So maybe already pre-PK by that point, but if you jump down from here, you will break your legs. That's the only unfortunate part. And if you try to run down the stairs or try and get over to the blue crate, you might not have enough time. So that's why you kind of got to make a decision. Do I want to run over to blue crate, drop down there, not break my legs, or do I want to PK, break my legs, and potentially get the kill onto that extract? So, you know, for this example, I'll show you. We're going to pop a Propitol, and as soon as we break our legs, we can just run right off it. So we're going to hop down. Boom. Broken leg. Hop the fence. Spray them. If they're already in there, just go in. Best of luck to you. You know, hopefully they're not aiming for your legs. They're going to be behind the head glitch in here. And, you know, since your legs took damage, that's why you don't want them aiming for your legs. But they'll be behind this most likely, so your legs aren't in danger. So this is the ultimate rat combination here. Basically, you are sacrificing your legs, which won't get shot in the gunfight anyway if you are taking this gunfight, specifically camping gate 0. Alright guys, this next spot is probably one of the dirtiest ones in Factory, not because it's super overpowered or anything, it's simply because nobody knows about it, and when you have the knowledge advantage, that is what carries in Tarkov. Having the knowledge over somebody else is all the difference sometimes. It doesn't matter the skill. If you're out ratting somebody in a spot they don't even know exists, how are they going to kill you if they don't know where you're shooting from? So we are up on the 3rd floor, up in the rafters, right by the spot we were just talking about. So that's that corner. We are now on the railing up here. So we are on the railing. And what we're going to be doing is jumping here, right where this broken stone is. We're going to be jumping over here. Sometimes you don't even have to jump when you sprint off of this railing. It'll just kind of hurl you over the other one. But this is the cover to the hallway that takes you from gate 0. There's a door in here, then you go back through the hallway and you come out here, and then also the underground entrance, which is right here. So it's 2 different cuts to 2 different exits or entries, and we're going to be getting on top of them. So all you have to do is run and jump. Now we're in there, and we did break a leg. You don't always bust your legs going into this one. All right, we're all healed up. You don't always break your legs going into that one, like I said, but that time we did. Our hops were just too nice. So up here is, in my opinion, one of the dirtiest spots. You can see you have so much of a vantage point. You can see right into the hallway of Factory. This is what makes this one really dirty, because you can literally look right down the fucking hallway, man. You can go prone up here. So, like, right here, you can go prone. If you're getting killed right here, there is a possibility somebody might be able to reach your stuff somehow. You could fall down. Your corpse could ragdoll down. So, you know, being back here in the corner is really the cheese, man. This is one of the best spots on Factory, in my opinion. And, you know, hopefully at this point you realize I know what I'm talking about, and you drop that like on the video, because, you know, I'm trying to give you a nice wide variety of different kind of rat spots. Some super ratty, some really decent, some to give you good pre-aims and angles, a little bit of everything for everybody. And, like, look at this, man. Like, nobody's shooting you from over here at all. Nobody. I mean, if they do, it's a scav with the fucking auto-aim. I mean, what can you expect from them? So, you got all this to protect, and basically you can just fucking watch Office from here, man. Because people aren't going to be coming out of the underground or gate 0, because they're not going to know you're up here. I mean, they're just not. So, if they do walk out, walk around, they're dead, you're shredding them. You're really only looking at the office, anybody that can come from this area in the underground, or right here. So you don't have to look anywhere else. So this sight line alone is all of your exit points that people will be coming from. Obviously, if somebody goes underground and wraps the whole way around and comes out of the hallway, there's nothing you can do about that. You'll have to account for that by wearing a headset and listening. But other than that, man, you're going to be able to see exactly where players are coming from in this spot. I think it's one of the best in Factory. All right, this next one is in lockers, also known as suicide. One of my personal favorites I'm going to be sharing with you guys today. So everybody knows about jumping up on these lockers, right? Everybody knows about this spot. But did you know you can get on top of this? So we're going to head over here. This is where I do it. I think this has been in plenty of gameplay from me before. But you're on one. You're just going to hop up again. And basically right here, bring your crouch up a little bit. And then lean just a little bit more. It won't push you off. You lean like this. And right here, people are going to walk in. Done. They're just not going to expect you up here. It's dirty. You don't need a laser on, obviously. You just shred them. They're good to go. They're back at the menu. So one of my favorite spots right there, man. That one's just so dirty as well. It'll get a lot of people. All right, guys, this is one pretty much everybody knows about, and because of that, I am going to give you a counter to it. But obviously, hopping up here on the filing cabinets in the top office, this is a pretty dirty spot, man. A lot of people like to sit here. If people don't know this spot exists, they're going to die. They're going to walk in, loot the safe, boom, one tap, done. You can also actually get on these filing cabinets as well, if you guys didn't know this. So basically, you have to find the high spot in the room, which I think is actually right here in this corner. You have to kind of bug in. All right, we're up here. So you have to kind of bug yourself into these boxes, get raised up a little bit, then jump, and you can mimic the same exact thing over here. So if you wanted, if you have a duo, you can have one guy sitting right there and you sitting right here. You have both doors blocked, and you can just kill pretty much anybody who wants to breach the office. Now, the counter to this spot, there's not really a counter to this spot. You just have to know they're up there just by sound, and the filing cabinet will make the metal sound, so you can hear people are on top of it. Basically, just come into the breach room, and you're going to come right here, and you're just going to shoot right there, and they will be dead. Alright guys, so we just came out of the office. We were just up top. Now we came out towards gate 3, and the next spot is going to be inside the top blue shipping container. The one that everybody jumps from when they're in the sky bridge. They'll jump on top of, then they'll jump down. Well, we're going to be inside of it, alright? So what you have to do is hop over to these boxes right here. You're going to jump. Then you're going to jump on the boxes again, and then you are going to sprint jump in. You're basically going to aim for, like, right here on the container, and it'll kind of give you a little bit of a ledge, and you just jump up again, you'll be in there. So right there, and then you're in. We didn't even have the second jump that time. You're just aiming for this corner on your sprint jump. And basically right here, man, this is just such a broken spot because people aren't going to expect you in here. It's like, anybody who really doesn't know that this is a spot, I mean, they know the container's open because they see it, but if you try to just run in here from up here, you'll always, like, hit this ledge, clip it, and you'll break your leg. You'll hear that. So, you know, if somebody's trying to make a play on you and you're over on this side, you know, whether you're camping gate 3 or whether you're watching hallway or whatever you're doing in here, man, it's a nice rat spot. You're probably not going to die in here a lot. And if you do die in here and you're not right on the edge, like I mentioned over in the other spot, there's a good chance you're getting your gear back. So it's just one of those kind of like gear god spots. Alright, man, so the next spot is going to be up top in the rafters once again, and I'm mentioning it because you can get a really good angle on people running to gate 3, but scavs do have god vision on you when you're up here, so you need to hit your shots or you will die. But basically, gate 3 is right there. If you have a scoped weapon, if you're dumb enough to bring one in factory and this is what you're trying to do, then, well, you can hop up here and you can one-tap some PMCs or scavs running to gate 3 extract. Thought I'd mention it, and now everybody's aware of it, so be careful. Alright, so this is going to be where our last set of spots are. We are in the underground expansion area, and the first thing we're going to do is shoot out this light. And the reason for that is so you don't get lit up when somebody comes down here, because we're going to hop on the rubble here, and we are going to do the same thing as the last spot. We're going to hop on these containers. So hop up here first, and then you can walk, and now you're in a pretty decent spot, to be honest, because anybody that comes from here, you get the shot. Anybody that comes from here, you get the shot. And anybody coming around the corner is not going to be looking up at you, so they're not going to come around this corner, and the first thing they're going to look at is here, because this is protruding. You're going to have, you know, your foot's going to be right there, but they're not going to recognize the situation. If they hear you pivot, maybe they pre-aim it, but to be honest, they're going to walk right up to this crate. If they assume it's clear, they're going to loot it. You turn around, and you shoot their face off. Next one's right here. It's not that great. I would love it if you could actually hop in the box in front of you, but you can't because you got a low ceiling, at least low in comparison to this box being stacked here. You can't get shot from over here, so if you hear the footsteps, you can wait for an angle on them. You have perfect visual of this hallway, and you will hear the footsteps coming from your right if you have a headset on. So it's a nice little dirty spot to hold an angle, and you can pretty much get on all of the boxes. Like if you want on the tech supply crate, you could be on here for whatever reason. If you want on the weapon crates, you could be on top of these. Pretty much anything down here, you can get yourself some more verticality. But guys, that is going to do it for the rat spots here on Factory. I've been recording for 45 minutes. I'm hoping this video is under 10. I have a lot of editing to do, so a like is greatly appreciated. I said recently that I didn't want to record long-ass raid videos and content, and here I am making a 45-minute video just because I love being a little dirty-ass rat. So, with that being said, make sure you guys are dropping a like on the video, and of course, make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel. With that being said, I'll see you in the next video. I'm out. But before you leave, if you made it this far in the video, here is your bonus spot for the video. I appreciate you sticking through the entire thing and listening to the entire outro. That's some goat shit. We are on the expansion side, 3rd story rafters. We're going to hop on this railing, and we are going to drop down onto the blue tanker that is floating, or at least not floating, but, you know, on a little suspension here with our crane hook. But at the end of the day, it's not a good spot. But I included it in the video. Have a great day, my friends. I'll see you in the next one.